open it up for questions. Anybody have any questions? And then we'll finish up the last 30 minutes or so. Yes, ma'am.
Your day trading seminar, where is it going to be?
At, did she put it on there? It should be at the La Quinta on San Felipe and Loop 610 on the inside of the loop. It's the La Quinta Hotel. So bring your laptop because we're going to be day trading right then and there. So you're going to trade in your account. And it's going to be your practice account, but you want to learn how to do that, okay? You want to learn how to do that in your day trading account. That's typically $2,500, but if you do it before September, I don't know what you put on there, September 6th, it's $1,977.
Why 1970?
That's what she came up with. I don't argue with her. Yeah. She said that's 1977. That's a great year. I was flying jets, by the way. So, yes, ma'am.
What's the times again? The dates and the times for the 8-week course?
Well, it's ongoing,
Yeah.
but the first 8. So in the morning, Thursday morning,
Okay.
it's from 9:30 to 11:30, and Thursday afternoon, it's from 5:30 to 7:30. Okay. And by the way, if I start getting enough students, and we want to do it Tuesdays or Wednesdays, that's not a problem. We'll start a Tuesday group or a Wednesday group. Right now, we just got everybody's comfortable doing Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon, one or the other. So you can join either group, and those that are out of town will eventually start doing a webinar every week. So and by the way, they will be recorded. So those of you that want to go and see them again, you can start looking at lessons over and over and over again. So those will be recorded, the ones that are on webinar.
Roy's getting into the 21st century now with
And finally,
computers.
computers,
Oh
man.
my God.
Yeah. My daughter kept telling me, Dad, you're a dinosaur. She's my secretary, by the way. She said, you're a dinosaur. I said, I don't like computers, and I don't like no stinking internet. You know what? We build nuclear bombs in this country without a calculator or computer. You know that? So we don't need no stinking calculators or computers, you know? Of course, I didn't tell them that it took about 5 years of doing hand calculations.
You do it faster.
I didn't say anything about that, but, you know, I just tell people, hey, we can build nuclear bombs without a calculator or computer. You know?
Slide rules.
Yeah, slide rules, and it takes about 5 years to do it, to make one. Any other questions? It's a fun class. You're going to have fun doing it if you're on the ongoing, well, both of them are fun, but the ongoing groups is when you're really getting the lessons. You're really learning to do this, okay? For those of you that can make a decision today, I'll give you a discount, all right? Let's make it $2,200 if you can make the decision today, all right? So some of you are going to think about it forever. I've got some students that come to me, well, even Kim, she came into this workshop and it took her about 2 years to think about it. And after buying some expensive software out of this thing too, out of another program that she found out, what did I tell you about the software programs? You know, I can't tell you how many students come to me and say, I bought one for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 after you told us none of them work. And I tried it, and guess what?
They don't work.
They don't work. So, you know, it's your money though, you can spend it any way you want it, you know. So you need to learn to be your own financial advisor. You need to trust yourself, and the only way you trust yourself is doing this. You got to go do it, you got to learn it, and there is a lot to learn. So you're going to get bogged down, that's okay. I tell everybody, when you start, it's going to be all Greek to you, you know, and that's all right, but you will get it. People come to me and say, Roy, I've never done any of this before. I don't know anything, you know. I don't know a stock from a commodity to a foreign currency. I don't know any of it. Kim, my assistant, that's how she came to me over a year ago, and now she's one of the assistant instructors as well. So you're held by the hand, you're guided through this until you're able to do it on your own. You know? And that's where you want to be. Now, I'm still guiding you if you're part of the group, you know, and giving you advice, but still, I want you to learn to do it. One of these days, I'm not going to want to do it anymore, okay? And so you want to be able to pick it up and do it yourself.
Well, it's a fun class, and it's a lot of interaction with the other students and stuff. So you learn, you pick up bits and pieces from them too.
Exactly.
At the different levels, all the different students are at, and then you start picking their brains too. And
yeah, you get to talk. You get to see other students' accounts, and that's what you want to see. You want to see what other students are doing and how well they're doing. So you get to see their accounts as well. So there's that interaction between all of us. Makes it a real fun learning environment. But bottom line, you know what? It's easy to measure results in that class because you're either making money or you're not. So it's easy to measure how successful you are, and it's easy to see the results right away.
We set up our practice account and put in an order And within minutes, we were making money.
Well, yeah, and a lot of people, by the way,
That's fun seeing that.
most people hate their practice accounts. You know why? Because they make a ton of money in their practice accounts. And so most people hate their practice accounts because they make so much money, they go, damn, it's practice, you know? It's not real money. But you got to go through that. Don't be jumping in until you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You don't jump in until you know what you're doing. These markets are going to be here for a long time, so don't worry about, well, I didn't catch that move, you know? You're going to catch a lot of moves. There's going to be a lot of moves you're going to catch, all right? So, yes, sir.
So kind of on that same note, do you think what's been going on this past few weeks kind of makes things different in that sense? Like, I mean, if you hear things like now's a good time to get into the market because of what's happening, would you say that it's maybe just one of those things that happens and it's still a good idea to maybe practice for 6 months?
Still practice. You know why? Because the charts are always going to tell you when the time to get in and when the time to get out is. So let the charts tell you.
And they've been around for 400 years, so they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, so, you know, let the charts tell you what's going to happen.
What does the charts tell you now about the market? It's going to go up?
Well, short term, yeah, but long term? So let's talk about that right now then, since y'all are bringing it up. You got to study cycles, you got to study charts. The charts tell you everything. So let me show you a 100-year cycle.
Well, Roy, have the commodities markets been as volatile as the equity markets the last 2 weeks?
Yeah. And I mean, the currencies, all of them have been very volatile. But guess what? High volatility means we can make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't worry about volatility. All we want to know is direction. I got to know direction. And I got to be able to predict that to a high degree of accuracy. I got to predict a direction. Here's a 100-year cycle, all right? And you can study 500-year, 1,000-year cycles, 50-year cycles. I'm just going to show you a 100-year cycle. Now, in this 100-year cycle, let's talk about, because most people don't really understand economics, all right? When people talk about economics, what is it that drives an economy, folks? What would you guess? Supply and demand, gross national product, you know, all of these things, huh? Yeah, the gross domestic products, all of those things. Folks, that's why nobody knows economics. Even people that teach economics don't know what really drives an economy, folks. And you can learn what that is today. This is what drives an economy. You got to have people, folks. Making money, saving money, and more importantly, spending money. That's what drives an economy. You got to have people, all right? So, and by the way, you got to have people in your economy. To have a strong economy, guess what? A balanced economy, you must produce as much as you consume. How long has it been since we've done that?
Yeah.
There you go. You've got to, that gets you a balanced economy. You're producing as much as you're consuming. You got to have people using technology. You got to have people using innovation. You got to have them taking advantage of the new things that are coming around. Okay. So let's give you 100 years. I'm going to start with 1902. All right. So 1902. What were the new technologies coming into play in 1902? Cars, electricity, manufacturing,
Telephone.
all the new innovations coming in. So we had a boom coming up to 1928, and then from 28 to 1942, what happened here? The Depression. All right, came busting down. Okay, but now December 7th, 1941, we got into World War II. So all of a sudden, our manufacturing had to go up. All our, everything, our production went up. Everything went up for the war effort. Then the soldiers start coming back, and then what do they need when they're coming back?
Stuff.
Yeah, they need refrigerators. They need houses. They need cars. They need, all these things. So all the new innovation, televisions, cars, everything comes up, and all these things coming up. Telephones, and this goes to 1968, Vietnam War, and we hit a high in our economy, and it comes down. 1982, all right? So then in 1982, what's the new innovation? Internet. Well, actually, cable television first, and then, the internet and cell phones and all these other good things. 2008. So, folks, here's what I want you to look at. All right? 26 years up. 14 years down, 26 years up, 14 years down, 26 years up. Where are we going, folks?
Down.
All right. You gotta know this economic cycles. In 1993, a gentleman by the name of Harry Dent Jr. wrote a book predicting that the countries of Greece, Ireland, Italy, Portugal, and Spain would all go bankrupt within 20 to 30 years. In 1993, he made that prediction. Okay. Who's got the strongest economy in Europe, folks? Germany has got the strongest economy in Europe. Why was he able to predict that these countries, Greece, Italy, Ireland, Portugal, and Spain, would go bankrupt? Their birth rates are, and if you have no people, you have no economy. Guess who has the strongest immigration policies in Europe? Germany. Very aggressive immigration. They're hungry for people. They want you to come over because they know it takes people to run an economy. So their immigration policies are extremely aggressive to get people there. Okay? It takes people to run an economy. All right? So you got to have people doing this. All right? Which brings me to my pet peeve. By the way, we will. So this is not going to come straight down, folks. It will come down, ratchet up, come down, ratchet up. So it's not a straight down move. Okay? So guess what? You're playing these moves up and down. Okay? So folks, immigration for our country, we're going to need it. It's actually a good thing. There's this immigration debate and all this stuff. It's actually a good thing for our country. Okay? You'd like them all to be illegal, but even the illegal is going to work for our country. That's already been proven, by the way. In 1986, Ronald Reagan said, it's good for our country, it's good for them, everybody wins, all right? He says the economy will improve, everything will get better. And he said, so, you know what he did? If they've been here 15 years, no trouble with the law, and they've proven that they're productive, I'm going to make them here legal, which he did. And the economy did, in fact, go up. So, folks, that's already proven. We need people, a lot of them. We need a lot more than what we're getting. Otherwise, we're not going to have a strong economy. Now,